Get ready to go live.
We are ready to go live. Please, please, please.
Oh, no. No.
Not yet. It says not yet.
Live. Oh, almost silly. We are live.
We've had a moment there.
I pressed the wrong button. And then I pressed the right button. And everything's fine. Hello.
Yikes.
Welcome.
Look at this. Spring has
Spring is in the
sprung.
air. And
Isn't it
all the
fab?
flares are with us.
Isn't it lovely?
Yes. Hello. Welcome to Live Chat with Liz and Scats. It's Wednesday again. Back scratcher, back scratcher, back scratcher.
Yeah, I could do with that shoulder, please. I think
Yes,
that'd be great.
this has a bad shoulder.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely
No,
needs,
it needs a bit more pressure.
more oomph.
More oomph. Never mind. So, yes, today we are celebrating more oomph and celebrating the spring. It's a time of new life. It's a fresh start. It's the transition from light to dark.
Dark
I
light.
don't know, dark to light. I'm doing my dark voice. I've turned to Halloween after
Yeah.
I've missed a few seasons
That
out.
was a while ago, yeah.
Yes, no, this is all about waking up from hibernation, and now we're much more able to fulfil those resolutions that we tried to make at New Year
Yeah.
and probably fell off the wagon.
Yeah.
But those of you who are thinking about starting a new exercise regime or losing weight, this is the time to do it. So we're going to give you some hints and tips. We like hints and tips
We do.
on how to spring clean your whole body. Spring clean your body and your mind and your soul, and to start or restart your weight loss, particularly with keto and intermittent fasting, the holy grail of weight loss. It will also be...
Big pointy teeth. Oh, sorry.
I shall count to 3. No, we'll also be updating you on all of the cleaning out and paring down that we're doing in this lovely house of ours, and
Yeah.
as we prepare ourselves for the new life we're setting out for ourselves in Spain, which will hopefully encourage and inspire you to dream and move forward with your plans, whatever they may be. So, our plans are, let's do the theme.
Yay.
La 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 la.
Marvellous. I think that just totally spiked the noise register because it was right there. Really loud.
Never mind. We have
Sorry if you're deaf.
it's all right. We have a limiter. We have a limiter which limits things.
Just imagine
Stops
if you're
it
listening
going
with your
over.
headphones on.
Oh yeah, it's a bit tingy.
Woo! Yeah.
A ting. And if it's too loud for you, just buy the T-shirt with ting on it. Then
And you can just go
yeah, just like that. And there's one up there as well. Just there.
ting that way. Oh, it's weird when you're the wrong way around. Isn't it?
Yeah. We're
We're looking at ourselves
The right way round.
Or the right way round, but it's very, very strange.
Yeah, it's the opposite of being in a mirror. You seen those bikes where you can... no, it's not the bike where you move the handlebars and the wheel turns the other
Yes.
way. Or you wear those glasses where everything looks upside down and you try and ride a bike. And then,
Didn't
this
they
is
do
a bit
that
what
on
it's like.
8 out of 10 Cats where they had the
Oh, I think they did,
the
yeah.
mirror things on and they had to do some
write on a board,
right
didn't
on
they?
a blackboard. That was nuts.
Mad. Anyway, last
Very
year...
funny though. Sorry.
It was. Last year, as a lot of you know, Liz and I lost over £110 between us. We're like this. Because of this ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting, and we've managed to emerge from the winter having not put much weight back on, really, not loads.
I have
Not that much.
£10.
£10. So you're still £25 down from what you were?
No.
No, 20.
No, I'm trying to work it out. I was 195
Oh, so that's nearly £30.
and I'm 164 at the moment, so I'm £31 down. But
That's still good.
I was £41 down, but I've put 10 back on again.
Yeah, I think I've put about 10 back on as well. So there we go. There we go. But still, we want to get back to where we should be, where we want to get to be, our targets.
I never reached my target.
You never quite reached. But look, we started off in May last year in losing weight, and you lost 34, nearly £40. So this year, it's going to be a piece of cake. All you got to do is lose a stone.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Easy peasy.
And if we're running around again, hopefully if we're, out walking and stuff, it should make it a little bit easier. Because once the weather starts getting nice again, it's really easy to just walk for miles, isn't it? And then
it is.
we're good.
That's one of the things we're going to be talking about. And if you're anything like us, you'll need to know what on earth you can do to make all of this happen. So, what I would say to begin with, it's a lot about attitude and putting yourself in the right frame of mind. And we have some things that will help you do that. So, one good thing, I've not told Liz all of these things, so they're going to come as a surprise. Some of them, anyway.
Am I going to have to do lots of work? Is that what I have to do?
No. I'll just go through. I'll just go through what I think,
Okay.
and then you can agree or disagree.
Just chime
You
in.
can go. So, spring clean your mind by spring cleaning your house.
Yeah.
It gives you exercise for a start, and it makes you feel much better about your surroundings.
Yeah, I'm starting to do that right now. You did a load of DVDs, got rid of a load of DVDs. It's not really cleaning. It's not really cleaning. It's decluttering.
It is, yeah.
And decluttering is a huge thing. So
That's 3 paragraphs further on, but that's all right. No, it's fine.
We'll
move on. We've DVDs you've not watched for ages.
Yeah,
it is. It's about
just,
decluttering
what's
your
the
mind.
point? We have literally hundreds of DVDs, hundreds of them, and we probably watch about a third of them on a regular basis. Probably, maybe even less. I don't know.
And as we stream more and more, we've got Netflix and all of the rest.
So it doesn't really kind of warrant keeping these things. Now, we gave away our CDs, for example, to art projects, school art projects. So one went to the local school in town, and the other one went to the local secondary school in town. So that was pretty cool. Knowing that they're being recycled makes us feel a bit better about ourselves, because we didn't just chuck them in the bin. Of course, you can chuck them in the bin.
You can, but they're being used for people's enjoyment and creative uses. If you can find another use for them, then that's a good thing. Go on.
There was somebody who on George Clark's amazing Small Spaces, or whatever they're called, they actually used them as tiles. DVDs or CDs or something, maybe both, and they put them as roof tiles, and they looked amazing. They looked like fish scales, so it looked absolutely amazing.
And it was somewhere really warm as well, so it keeps the heat off.
Amazing, really great idea.
Yeah.
Either that or they'll melt, one of the two.
They would if they would in Spain. Yeah, in the middle of Madrid, I suppose, in the middle of the summer.
It'd become a Dali painting.
Yeah, just all melty things on the roof. So and I've seen the CDs made into these lovely curtains. The swishy ones that you go in and out of. They're a bit sharp when they hit you on the way through, but no, they look good. And I would just hang them all down a wall with bits of string through them.
There's so many different uses. You go on YouTube for what you can do with your DVDs or with your CDs that you don't want anymore, or CD-ROMs as well. There's another thing that they don't get used much anymore. And there's like a myriad of things, and some of it involves art, but some of it is practical as well, so it's really kind of cool. Have a look on YouTube. You're already on YouTube, but not until we're finished. You can go and have a look.
Stay with us and do, if you think that's a good idea, click the like button.
Yay,
we like the like button.
We like
it doesn't go ting, but
it lights up blue, which is kind of pretty.
That's good. Keep the light blue. So we've been clearing out old clothes, we've shedding out different things and baggage, and the coats especially. We've got a massive pile of coats and hoodies, and we've just said on Facebook, if anybody wants one of these, we're doing them for $5 or $10, just like charity shop prices. And 2 have gone already, so
it's great.
That's good. And they were really, really good coats that we got many years ago. Paid £200 for them.
One was your yellow one, and that you can probably see on some of the old photographs and things that we've got from when we came up to Ireland the first time. And then the second one was my green one that I've had on occasion on videos, which was we bought before we came out here to live, and that was quite a lot of money. So yes. Yeah,
they were. They're top coats. Anyway, those 2 have gone, but there's hoodies and zip-up things.
Capes and...
Capes, there's some really nice jackets. Ones of Liz's really colourful purpley ones. Anyway, most of you are miles away, so you can't get them unless you I don't know, just pay us for the postage. We'll send you them.
We'll send them on, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know,
So that was good. That felt very cathartic.
and also the coat rack by the front door that was
Yeah.
covered in all of these things is now empty, and there's a window behind it. So
And
there's
it's
loads more light
loads of
coming
light
into the
coming
hallway.
in. Well, it's actually in a corner, and there's a window there and a window there,
Yeah.
and there's loads of light coming in. Brilliant.
There is, and that the more light into your life, that feels great. It makes the place feel bigger and warmer, and it makes us
Yeah.
feel bigger and warmer. Not bigger, thinner and warmer. You know, it's amazing what you can do for your mood. So
Yeah.
all of these things, really good ideas for making you feel better. And yeah, so that and the DVDs and old shoes that I haven't worn for ages. Anything. I think the rule was that anything we haven't worn or used
Since
Since
we
we
moved into
arrived.
this house,
or since we moved to Ireland,
yeah,
that's even worse. That's a
Yeah.
definite.
that's
they're
bad
off.
if that's happened. I
Yeah.
don't think I've got anything that's like that.
There's loads of books that we haven't read.
Oh, well,
So
books is fair enough, but
there's now several shelves that are
Yeah.
for giving away to the charity shops.
Mm.
Or, you know, if any of you fancy some books,
Let us know.
same thing. Let us know.
We'd
Excuse
be
me.
happy. We might even donate them to the library or something if we can't get rid of them.
Yes,
So,
when the library's open again, that'll be lovely.
yeah.
I didn't mention, if any of you watching right now live, I don't know how many there are because I'm not looking at the thing, but there's
About 3 or 4.
3 or 4 live. That's all right. A lot of people start later on and then I'll watch afterwards. But if you're watching live now, then give us a message on the chat and we can give you a wave.
We'd love to see you.
The other things you can do to help you along in the spring and make you feel good and get you in the state of mind where you can lose weight if that's what you want to do is exercise.
Yeah.
It sounds obvious, but now that the weather's a bit warmer and a bit less stormy over here, certainly, it's time to get out more. Lengthen those walks if you can. I know some of you are restricted in how far you can go with a lockdown, but you know, if there's a path somewhere that you can go, or just go round and round and round in a decent sized circle, you know,
Like a goldfish.
like a goldfish in a bowl. That'll make you feel better.
Yeah. Pretend you're a goldfish. Dress up. Pretend you're a goldfish. Why not? I've also heard of people doing things like Sophie Ellis Bextor is doing a daily dance-a-thon in her kitchen. She's doing pop songs. She's singing and dancing around in the kitchen and trying not to tread on her 14-month-old baby. It's absolutely superb. And also there's thousands of people. There's 2 great women who work in a kitchen in an old folks home in Ireland at the minute who are doing dancing all day. Not all day, every day. They take time out to film themselves dancing and put it on Instagram, and it is absolutely brilliant, and I love it, and it just makes me smile every day. They've got the full PPE on and everything. They're just jiving around in the
Fabulous.
kitchen, you know.
There you go.
To
Making
the
other
radio.
people feel good.
Yeah,
That's
that's the thing.
You
And
don't have to film yourself, but you know, if
No, but it's
if
just.
you're all right with it.
But if you want to follow other people, you can look at this and maybe get inspired by what they're doing and do it yourself in your own home, in front of or not in front of a camera. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Disco kitchen is quite a popular thing right now. And kitchen kirtan is one of my favourites. I'll put some kirtan music on, which is sort of Sanskrit Indian music, and just empty the dishwasher and Ganesha, and it's great. Yeah, doing the screwing of the light bulbs. And,
That's it.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah. And if you can get out there in the open air and do that,
Yeah.
all the better.
Yeah, of
Dancing
course.
in the garden.
It's free.
It is. And you can watch all of the nature burst forth like it is behind us. These are real flowers, you know. Not
It's like triffids if they are.
triffids and
scared.
massive flowers.
Yikes.
No, I found a picture and
Yeah, no,
Projected.
it's a beautiful picture,
It
but
is,
if it
isn't
was
it?
real, I'd be really quite scared because that means we're very tiny or they are huge.
and we're singing song about flowers later on.
Yeah.
Very nice. And we can hear the newborn lambs just over the
Yeah.
road as well, and the bird song's amazing.
Yeah, they've all gone to bed now, the lambs. I just watched them as I was getting ready to come down.
Do they get tucked in
They
by the
get tucked
ewes?
in.
The
yeah,
ewes
well,
tuck
they
them
all
in.
go. The farmer takes them all down to the barn, and they all go and sleep in the barn overnight. But they're out in the field
Or
all
does
day.
he do one under each arm?
And then he's just ushering them in, and it's so funny because when they're all together, they make even more noise. So it was really loud. I was up there a minute ago. Loads of them.
Ah,
Bless. And
yeah.
they're so cute. So cute.
They are. Lambs make you better able to see your goals.
Indeed.
That's it. Not just the lambs, but the flowers and and the exercise and
Yeah.
throwing stuff away
Well, it's
or
very
giving stuff away.
It's meditative, and it's also decluttering. So it not only declutters. Somebody told me years ago, I think it was my dad, that he always likes to keep a clean desk because then he feels like, or a tidy desk because then he feels like he can do anything.
Yeah.
He's prepared for anything. And that's kind of, I think, why I like things to be tidy, because then you just, I clear up after dinner and wipe the surfaces down and everything. And then you know that you're ready for anything. And I think the same goes for your wardrobe and your life and your house. If it's clean and tidy and, and all this kind of thing, it really does make you feel better. And this is the time of year where we're kind of waking up a bit anyway. So it's cool.
Yeah. And that exercise as well that you do when you're decluttering can really help with the weight loss. So some more direct hints to do with keto and fasting. This is the time to look back and remember what you did last year. If you were on weight loss like we were last year, check your macros again. Check your macronutrients. That's the protein, carbohydrates and fats.
Yeah.
And the amounts that you're having, the number of grams and the percentages that you're having, and the amounts of food that you're having on your plate as well.
If you're new to keto, then you should be keeping your net carbohydrates down to below 20 grams. And then
for proper keto.
For proper keto, if you want to do lazy keto, then lazy keto is the same. If you want to do low carb, anything over 20 grams of net carbohydrates, and that includes vegetables and fruits as well. So don't forget. And there's also carbohydrates in cheese. So just be careful. But please just make sure that you're checking it all. And you can find a lot of information and even macro counters online, free apps. So brilliant.
And we have loads of videos, and at some point later or tomorrow I will put links to the various different videos that tell you how to start keto and how to start fasting and all the best things about keto and fasting, so that you can look back at those if you haven't seen them or you have seen them. So this is the time basically to check things and make the plans, and remember when you were measuring what proteins, fats and carbs you were having at each meal, and how you would love the energy that you got and from doing the 1 meal a day fasts and things like that, especially if you were keeping yourself active when you were doing the 1 meal a day. Just remember those times. Look back at your diary if you kept one, because we were always saying keep a diary. That's one of the top tips. And remember how it felt when you were succeeding, because you were. But if you didn't, then start one now. Set yourself a reminder to write something every day. You can get your phone to beep you or whatever. However you best remind yourself. You can put post-it notes on your forehead when you look in the mirror in the morning. Make sure you write them backwards. Try it on one of these screens so you can do backwards writing.
Also, can I chip in?
You can.
Also, writing about how grateful you are for what you're grateful for during the day is also a very, very huge tip. A gratitude journal is something that you could also, so in the morning you could put down what you've eaten during the day, at the end of the day, and then after that you put what you're grateful for. And even if it's just I'm still here, it's really, really important. And it's something that I've got into over the last few years, of just writing a few things down, saying what I've been grateful for through the day, even when I've been in my darkest times. I'm still here. And up until like last week, that was what I was writing. I'm still here. I've made it another day. I woke up this morning, but then you can start thinking things like, I emptied the dishwasher. It might be something really simple, but it just proves that you've been doing stuff and you've been getting moving. And it helps for when you're coming out of the winter blues like I am right now. So and all of these things, when you look back on them when you wrote the diary, will help you. And those, remember the keto meals that you loved the most, that you've maybe stopped making over the winter, and you've maybe gone back on in eating a little bit too many carbs. It's the enthusiasm of the newness of that weight loss regime that you had before that you can recapture. And also you can try out new recipes, try things that you've not tried before. And on some of these
carb counter apps that you get, they've got lots of different recipe ideas. Try different ones.
But I mean, also you can forget what you used to eat because it was a different season. So, for example, you know, we ate loads of salads. It was just meat and salad for us a lot of the time during the summer last year because it was warm and we didn't want anything so. And then when we got into Christmas and winter time, we ate completely different things again. So it's just reminding yourself of what you've done over the seasons, and bringing new recipes in, like Scats just said too, is a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, and we've mentioned some recipes in our videos, so check some of them out.
Yeah.
And the new recipes, I feel like trying something new as well. I mean, we do buy a lot of the same stuff. We vary it quite a lot with what we add to the different foods that we have.
I really like what we eat, actually. I'm okay with it, to be honest. So it's just kind of all right. But
yeah, and it's very fresh and grass-fed meats. And
stuff. I know that there's a lot of people who do find it a bit mind-numbing to eat the same thing over and over again. But I actually don't mind, to be honest. So it's not too bad. I'm okay with it. Yeah.
Brilliant. And if this is the first time, if it's the first time you're doing keto, then do that. We will definitely have a video link below in the description, which will tell you how to start off.
It's our most watched video, I think, isn't it? How to start keto.
Yeah, we've got nearly 400 views on that one, so which is all right for a very early video. And you'll see us, we are several stone larger on that one.
Yeah, I think I'd only lost a stone at that point, so it was kind of cool.
And now it's coming up to Easter. And if you're on keto, don't celebrate with chocolate. Celebrate with some real eggs. Yeah. Eggy dishes instead of the chocolate ones. Find different ways of enjoying yourself and giving gifts without them involving sugar.
Yeah. Now, for example, I stopped eating a lot of eggs. When I wasn't keto before, I used to eat boiled eggs and toast every single day for breakfast. That was my breakfast. It was my go-to thing. It was my favourite thing. And I still miss toast, and I still, but, you know, it's like, okay, I've got to find something else. And I don't eat breakfast anymore. We don't normally eat until, I think I've had my first meal at 12 today. And that's only because I needed to take some pain relief for the shoulder. So we ate at 12 today. Normally I'm about 1, 2 o'clock, and I don't eat until then. So, don't really do it's not really officially breakfast then anymore, is it? Do you know what I mean? It's not like you're going to do that. So but I stopped eating eggs, and my hair started to get a little bit thinner. Now I've started eating a lot of eggs again.
It's thickening up again.
My hair's come back, and I think it's partly that was partly it was because of that. And also your hair does fall out when you have a body change of some description. So look at Scats, for goodness sake. Sorry. But no, I mean, I found that loads of my hair started coming out, and your hair does fall out if something happens. Either you get toxic, so that's why when you have certain medications, your hair falls out, or stress, or a physical stress like losing a ton of weight. Will make your hair fall out. It does come back. It's just like when it does. So
that's not what happened to me. If I let mine grow, it grows really, really thick.
I know,
it's lovely.
But I just sickening.
I prefer it like this. It doesn't get in my eyes, and then we don't eat it anymore.
Well, we could do with having each other's hair, really, couldn't we? Because I mean, I could.
Yeah, because I don't mind shaving.
I'd love having your thick, very fast-growing hair. I'd love that. Oh, a bit of jealousy on a Wednesday evening.
Yeah. What was I going to mention? I'll come back to that. Okay. Other thing about exercise, why not start yoga and meditation? Liz has loads of free yoga and meditation videos. There's a new one coming out soon, which is going to be all about new life. Is that meditation? Or a yoga one? I don't know. Yeah,
then I think I might do one of each, actually. I'm still in the sort of the embryonic stages of those classes, writing them up and everything, but I think the idea will be that it's going to be like it's the new light coming in. It's the equinox. We've just passed the equinox, which means now that we've got more light than dark, and that this is the time to move forwards. And nearly every kind of ancient religion, like shamanic or Hindu, they all celebrate this time of year as being kind of the new year. And
blossoming.
yeah,
And it's nearly
primavera.
time for the clocks to go forward, possibly for the last time.
Well, yeah. I hope they don't keep it at summertime. I hope they keep it at GMT, because otherwise it's going to be really, really dark in the winter. In the mornings.
Yeah.
And I prefer it being light in the morning.
The whole of Europe, apart from the UK, of course, now that they're no longer part of it,
and that'll be
have
weird.
voted. Europe has voted for everybody to stop changing the clocks.
Yeah.
But now it's up to all of the individual member states to decide whether they're going to do it and which part of the year they will remain in. So it's going to be a bit weird between the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. If Ireland stays where they are, then there's going to be people hopping over the border and time travelling. That'll be
very, very
exciting
odd
for them, but
and
a
also
bit weird.
we might at some point be 2 hours ahead of the UK, or 2 hours behind, or something. I don't know. I can't work it out.
No, I can't.
So we're already in Spain. It's already 1 hour ahead all the time. But if Spain just stay put at 1, then there's going to be and
Ireland doesn't, and then we go forward.
Yeah, it's like, okay. So we're going to have to really time our phone calls and stuff a little bit more with the family and things. So, just to make sure, what time is it there?
Yeah, we'll just have to get used to it again.
Yeah. Now, when the clocks do go forwards, it is a little bit difficult to get used to. I always struggle when the clocks move, and I'll be very grateful when they don't move at all. But just make sure that you go to bed a little bit earlier and wake yourself up at the same time. Even if it is that you're losing an hour of sleep, because you'll thank me, I can assure you. It's a really, really cool way of getting yourself back into it. So even if, say you wake up at 7 every morning, don't get up at 7 on the same day, same time. Do it every single day until you've got used to it. You will feel tired for the first few days because your body will have to adjust, because even an hour more or an hour less in this case can freak your body out quite considerably, and it might just put you back a little bit. So just keep getting up at the same time. It's helpful.
Yeah, this is true. Another thing you can do is take some inspiration from something you're doing or reading or your work, and with that in mind, I'd just like to read you one thing that one of the students I worked with recently sent in. And it said, if you don't believe yourself, if you think you can't do it, then you're lying to yourself. And that inspired me, and I'd like to take it one step further by turning that phrase backwards and upside down and back to front like this. If you do believe yourself, if you think you can do it, then you're telling yourself the truth. That tells you a lot.
That's better.
Because it's positive language.
Positive,
If you listen to the words that I was stressing in the first place, when it was upside down, it was if you don't believe yourself, if you think you can't do it, then you're lying. So can't and lying, and do, can, and truth. Brilliant. Is what it becomes. Yeah. So
a great idea, a great philosophy to start off with, but just switching that around to, and there's countless scientific studies now that are saying that if you do actually use positive language and stop moaning, stop gossiping, and just try and be the best person you can, and just increasing your positive thoughts and then it does actually work.
It does. It does need a conscious effort. I mean, we're used to, as English people, we're used to moaning about the weather. We're used to moaning about a lot of things.
Irish people
moaning about the queues. Yeah, it happens over here as well. It happens in a lot of places. But if you make a conscious effort to think and speak positively, you'll be rewriting the pathways in your brain, and you'll start to think like that more and more often.
Especially if you do meditation with it as well. And if you want to improve as well, Scats has done an affirmations video on our channel as well. And affirmations are another fantastic way of doing it. You can watch it and then maybe make up your own affirmations as well that apply specifically to you. And it's so easy to do, isn't it?
I think I might do another one of those, although this time I won't just have things written on the screen with music behind it. I think I'll actually speak them and be there.
Yeah.
And smile a lot.
Well. I did a bit too.
Yeah.
On mine.
Cool. So do that, and spend time with people who speak like that as well.
Yeah.
The more you hear it, the more you start doing it yourself.
Smiley people.
Smile.
Yeah. Somebody also said to me once, if you want to do something, then hang out with the people who are already doing it.
Good quotation. I like that. If you like that quotation, click on the like button. Unless you've already clicked on it, because if you click on it again when you've already clicked on it, it'll go off. And that's just wrong. But no, make sure you do. Even if you're watching this back, do that.
Or
And
comment. Leave us a comment. It'd be lovely to see.
So this was quite a short one today, unless there's anything else we've got to say about...
Well, just that, going back to the beginning again, that, what Scats was saying about how we do tend to go for January the 1st as being the time when we go, right, change.
Yes.
It's going to happen. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to start my exercise regime. I'm going to do this.
I've just booked the holiday. That's when everybody books their holidays, isn't it? I need to get back in my bathing costume.
So they all do this. And there are thousands of scientific and statistical records that show that most people, if they start this new regime on the 1st of January, the majority, and when I say the majority, I'm talking 85% of people will have given up or stopped by the time they get to middle of February. That's 6 weeks into the new year. Now that's really quite amazing numbers. And the reason is that we're not supposed to start doing new exercise, new regimes, new weight loss, changing our lives, doing brand new things in the middle of the winter. It's not the right time. We are still very much seasonal creatures, and we do need to wait until it's nice and light again. And I do think that this is why now I'm starting to feel so much better each day, because January, February, March is my worst time of the year. And then by the time I get to this time, I'm starting to perk up and come out of it a bit because of the equinox, and it starts getting light more of the day. And this time next week will probably be light outside the front door here. So, I mean, that will be amazing.
It will, yeah.
And that's where we can actually start feeling more motivated. And you are more likely, if you start at the end of March or on the equinox forwards, if you start a new regime or a weight loss campaign around about that time, you are, wait for this, 50 times more likely to achieve your goal.
50. That's that many.
How amazing is that? And this is like from people being interviewed and talked to, and people doing a lot of scientific and statistical research, and it really does make an awful lot of sense. So yeah,
there you go. So if you've got this far on the video, why not subscribe and click on the bell? Yeah. Ding! There it is, up there.
We'd love to have you. And we're so grateful to everybody who has subscribed. We've had a bit of a surge in subscribers this last week or so. Yeah. And we're very, very grateful, and welcome if you are a new subscriber and watching tonight. And even if you're just watching on the replay, it's absolutely fine. We love having you regardless. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. What would you like us to talk about on next week? Because we're here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock.
It's going to be an Easter one next week. We're going to have some bunnies.
It'll be bunnies and chicks and things.
Yeah.
So it'll be lovely.
So we're going to sing a song about flowers.
Yeah.
It's actually probably an autumn song, really, but it's I like it. It's got lots of flowers in it because it's about going to the plough and making hay.
That's kind of summer.
Is it? Okay then. It's a summer song.
Well, ploughing is now. And making hay is sort of June, July time.
Is it? Okay.
And then lavenders actually blossom around about May, June time.
Oh, right. So it's almost the right time to sing it. But we're going to do it anyway because it's a lovely song. And I've sung this at school, at primary school, I'm sure. It was one of the songs we learned. It's a very simple tune, but we'll do our version.
Yeah.
And it's Liz's turn to sing this week.
Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Who told you so, dilly dilly, who told you so? 'Twas my own heart, dilly dilly, that told me so. Call up your men, dilly dilly, set them to work, some to the plough, dilly dilly, some to the fork, some to make hay, dilly dilly, some to cut corn, while you and I, dilly dilly, keep ourselves warm. Lavender's green, dilly dilly, lavender's blue. If you love me, dilly dilly, I will love you. Let the birds sing, dilly dilly, and the lambs play. We shall be safe, dilly dilly, out of harm's way. I love to dance, dilly dilly, I love to sing. When I am king, queen, dilly dilly, you will be my king. Who told me so, dilly dilly, who told me so? I told myself, dilly dilly, I told me so. The kings and queens mixed up.
Never mind. What a beautiful song. And what beautiful people you are.
Yeah.
So, all that we have to say now is tell us about your spring and what you're doing to
Yeah,
spring
what
clean
you're
yourself.
doing. Do you do a
What
massive
are you
like,
doing?
spring clean, or do you just like dust things that
A little
haven't
bit
been
of
dust things that haven't been dusted for like a year, like
Yes.
I do.
Get yourself a back scratcher.
Like scratcher.
Scratcher! And that's it.
Yeah, we're here every week on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. So join us
Yes.
next week.
And also, Saturdays,
Oh yeah.
9:30 in the morning Greenwich Mean Time, or 10:30 if you're in Spain, is my U2 Spain broadcast as well, which is on the other channel. You can find a link to my other channel down below in the description. And this week it's all about the health insurance that you need to get the visas to get residency in Spain.
Yeah.
So if that's your thing, even if it's not your thing, it's a really interesting interview with an expert who lives in Malaga and helps people every day to move over to Spain.
Yeah. We can't wait.
It's lovely. Yeah, we can't wait. And those videos are getting loads of views and
Yeah, well,
loads
you're
of people
kind
watching.
of kicking it out of the park there, Curtain Sunshine. So it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really satisfying. It's a small niche, and they're getting to know about it now. So anyway, this is good.
Yeah.
We're all feeling happy about that. And of course, Liz's channel, there's a link to that below as well for all of the free yoga and meditation videos. And there'll be some aromatherapy on there, I'm sure, at some point too.
That might even be a different channel.
Might be a whole new channel. Ooh, watch this space.
We'll have to see.
Yeah. So, namaste.
Namaste. Lovely to see you.
Peace and love.
Take good care of yourselves.
And bye for now.
Bye bye.
And the stream, and the stream, and the